on 2 counts. One, they have managed to score 58 runs in just over 5 overs. And the second thing, they haven't lost a wicket. Problems for the fielding side. Problems for the captain, who won the toss and elected to field. He's doing the fact already or not? Oh, these batsmen, they are in a belligerent mood. They are looking to play strokes on every delivery. Highest power play score so far in this BPL, AKS. BPL 2017, powered by Shah Cement.
And still 4 deliveries to go to try and add to that. Yes, Amish Sohail briefly whispered to me before the toss that it's not a bad idea to bat first, particularly in the afternoon game. And I think Misbah ul Haq agreed with him. He wasn't too unhappy to have lost the toss, and you can see why. Again, the reverse sweep. This time it doesn't come off. Tomo Sarkar is keeping the fielding side thinking. He's keeping Mohammad Nabi thinking. Got a few problems.
Well, the bowler would be relieved with this single. If you briefly touch on this subject, how openers and number 3 batsmen should feature in these sort of competitions. One, when they should come out to bat, they should have a clear plan. If they can't hit a boundary, single, because fielders usually in power play stop at the circle. It gives you ample opportunity to score singles. Good improvisation in the air. And take it. What a wicket. That's a strong comeback from the captain, Mohammad Nabi. His team was looking for a breakthrough, and he has provided it.
Very key wicket. You almost thought it was dying on the fielder there. Looks like Mohammad Nabi just held it back slightly. Roop Ronki went back, didn't find the placement, and it was excellent effort finally, and a relieved Mohammad Nabi sends back Luke Ronki. That's his first innings in BPL cricket coming to an end, and what a good innings it's been. 40 of 21, 63 for 1.
Hi, আমাদের ফেলগুলো হবে ইয়াং ম্যান, সব তো 3G 4G না। কি হচ্ছে চাইলেও লিখবেন না চাইলেও লিখবেন ম্যাটাডোর বলপেন। এতে আছে জার্মান হাই ফ্লো ইঙ্ক, লেখাকে করে সুপার ডুপার ফাস্ট এন্ড ফাস্ট। একটু হিসাব করে চলতে হয়। পিকার সিন তো সকালে এটা, দুপুরে এটা, রাতে এটা, কখন যে কোনটা অন থাকে আসলে একটু হিসাব। বাংলা লিংকে ফিরলে এত হিসাব করতে হয় না।
বন্ধু বাংলা লিংক সংযোগ চালু করলে টানা 3 মাস আধা পয়সায় কথা বলুন মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে, আর সাথে আছে 10 GB পর্যন্ত ইন্টারনেট বোনাস। বাংলা লিংক।
ক্যাশফুল শরতে ক্যাশফুল অফার। হিরো HF ডিলাক্স, স্প্লেন্ডার প্লাস, আই স্মার্ট, হাঙ্ক এবং গ্ল্যামার মোটরসাইকেলের উপর চলছে।
Last ball of the power play. Dilshan Munawwir, the new batsman, is kept quiet. The end of 6 at 63 for 1.
ভ্যাসলিন জেলি খুব সাধারণ কিছু, কিন্তু তৈরি করতে পারে অসাধারণ সব গল্প। কিভাবে জানতে হলে যোগ দিন আমার সাথে ভ্যাসলিন হিলিং প্রজেক্টে। শুষ্ক ত্বক বা ঠোঁট ফাটা আমাদের জন্য খুবই সাধারণ, কিন্তু সুবিধাবঞ্চিত মানুষের জন্য এমন সমস্যাই হতে পারে ভয়াবহ। তাই ভ্যাসলিন হিলিং প্রজেক্ট ওদের ত্বকের সুস্থতায় সাহায্য করবে। বাংলাদেশের একমাত্র 100% পিওর পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলি ভ্যাসলিন। এভাবেই তৈরি হবে সাধারণ জারের অসাধারণ সব গল্প।
No money for music. এখন গান শুনো কোনো ডেটা চার্জ ছাড়া। Yonder Music exclusively Robi এবং Airtel userদের জন্য। Download the #1 music app now.
No জোর জবরদস্তি, only ultra gliding cool shaving foam, the real smooth experience প্রতি শেভেই। Cool, real man কখনো জোর খাটায় না।
বন্ধুদের #1 নেটওয়ার্ক এয়ারটেলে ফিরে আসলেই 20 GB বোনাস। এয়ারটেল।
Rather had a mediocre series against Pakistan. He would like to change that in this competition. The strike bowler has been introduced, Rashid Khan. Started off with a full toss and got the treatment it deserved. plenty of time. It was a high full toss. And a man who has shown such a good form, it was. Easy peasy for him. Well, for a minute, the fieldsman thought that ball was flying away. Misjudged it, but recovered well. Dived in front and took it nicely. That's a googly. Into the gap. Easy 2 runs.
Yeah, that was Alok Kapali, the local boy from Sylhet, taking the catch. And what a start it's been from the Vikings. Reverse sweeps, confident hits down the ground, and of course anything that was not a good delivery was dispatched and put away, as it certainly should be. Good comeback from Rashid Khan. Terrible delivery to start his spell. A gift to Shomu Sharkar. Will bring Munawira onto strike.
That's why game awareness is so important. Muhammad Nabi should have known that Munawira hasn't been enjoying a good run of form. He should have 1 or 2 more attacking fieldsmen for this batsman. Especially when he has introduced his premier bowler.
Spot on, Amir Sohail. He's got the slip in, but one more fielder just to remind Munawira that he's in charge. Oh, what a good delivery. Nearly cleaned him up there. And look at that. That's what Rashid Khan can do. Yes, he'll bowl some rubbish occasionally, but he comes back very quickly.
That's the potential he has. If you have introduced him into the attack, you're hoping for wickets. No clue whatsoever on that occasion.
That's up in the air. It should carry to the fielder. No, it just falls short. Just falls short. Munawira really didn't know. It was a get out of jail kind of shot for him after that previous delivery from Rashid Khan. But despite that first boundary, a good over from Rashid. 7 over 71 for 1.
Follow me.
তুই শিওর তো এখানেই রাজবাড়ি?
উত্তর দিকে 56 হাত।
এই তো রাজবাড়ি।
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই। দেখি সার্ভিসটা তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে এক ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি।
আমার হাতে দেশের 1 নম্বর নেটওয়ার্ক।
গ্রামীণ ফোন।
লাক্স জেসমিনের চিরচেনা সৌরভে ফ্লোরাল ফিউশন অয়েলের আধুনিকতা, যা দেয় ফুলের মতো কোমল আর সুরভিত ত্বক।
Now that's huge. That is going to go all the way. Dilshan Munawira will feel a lot better about that, in sharp contrast to the last ball that he faced from Rashid Khan.
Well, that was the point we were trying to make. Have fieldsmen saving singles and attacking the batsman. It wasn't the case. Opportunity arose in the last over, wasn't taken, and then you had to suffer.
And that 75-meter 6 was 6 number 50 of AKS BPL 2017, powered by Shah Cement. Wonderful shot from Dilshan Munawira. Will want to put that form against Pakistan behind him. Also, his BPL form, his last 8 BPL innings, he's got 4 ducks. So he'll want to turn that around as well.
Have a look. Why was that fielder placed on the boundary line? Game awareness, instinct. You got to have those as a captain. Death touch. Earn him at least 2 runs.
If the DJ runs after that, picks it up. And trying to hit that ball interesting character he is. We talked about people who play for franchises around the world, but Munawira has played for 4 different franchises in the BPL alone. For Borishal Burners, for Rajshahi, for Sylhet, now Chittagong.
Is it the case of in demand?
Or indecision? That's his BPL career, and those 23 innings has, as we said, been split between 4 different franchises. His latest being the Chittagong Vikings, and he's made a decent start for them so far, 10 of 8. Try and make up for his 4 ducks in his last 8 BPL innings. He's that kind of player. Goes after everything from ball 1. At the moment, it's the left-handed Shomo Sarkar. Yeah, the leg side has been peppered, hasn't it? Look at those 6s, 4 of them. Again, Nabi comes back well. 8 overs, they're going at an even 10 and over, 80 for 1.
Actor ticket, please.
Hi, Rafi.
Jessia. না, 2টা টিকিট। সিনেমা যে কোনো মুহূর্তে লাগতে পারে ফ্রেশনেস। সাথে রাখো সব সময় সেন্টার ফ্রেশ। সিনেমা সেন্টার ফ্রেশ, ম্যাজিক অফ ফ্রেশনেস।
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট, 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি।
Rashid Khan gets just the 1 over from the near end of the ground. Saifuddin will be right-arm medium fast bowler from the Shah Cement end, which is the near end of the ground where the commentary boxes are. You see it from the player's perspective, it's the far end of the ground. We're at the absolute opposite end to that beautiful stand that houses the VIP boxes and the players.
Well, that's what happened in the power play. A mixture of orthodox strokes and some exciting ones. Off the bat, and then the reverse sweep. Misery for the bowler.
All except that last catch taken by Alok Kapali, the only wicket to fall, that of the Trans-Tasman man. Luke Ronchi played for both Australia and New Zealand. Little sloppy there, little sloppy from Saifuddin on his follow-through. Don't want to let the batsman off strike, particularly Munawira, who's early in his innings. You want to focus on one batsman, try and have a plan to him. Shomo Sarkar is going really well, 28 of 19. Hit the ball to all parts. He's the first one to essay reverse sweep in this innings. Luke Ronchi followed suit.
3 sixes, 3 fours and a 6 from the batter Shomo Sarkar. It's looking very positive. A good ploy from the bowler so far. He's hitting the right areas, but he's looking to take the pace off as well. Looking to surprise the batsman.
Bangladesh had a tough assignment down in South Africa recently. And Shomo Sarkar gave a good account of himself. Got close to a half century in the 2 T20s they played down there. Down in Bloemfontein and at Sedgars Park in Potchefstroom. Been a good start from Saifuddin, taking over from Rashid Khan. I think Nabi realizing he'll need to save him for the later part of the innings. It's often how he bowls, maybe 1 in the power play and then at least 3 overs in the last 10. That's when he gets the bulk of his wickets. He so enjoys bowling at the tail end of the innings when the batsmen are coming after him and he can show his wares. That's the second time in this over that Saifuddin has just been a little bit sloppy. Once off his bowling, concedes one, this time off a routine throw coming in from the deep. So he's bowled well, but he won't like those 2 extra runs conceded.
I think he has to wake up. You know, he shouldn't be thinking all the times where to pitch the ball. There are other aspects of the game he has to improve upon. They have a look all over the shop. Hence, 84 runs on the board.
Yes, you'd like that grouping to be a little closer to each other. You'd like to bowl to a plan. 85 for 1 at the end of 9 overs. It's a warm afternoon here in Sylhet. And if we see the signal from the umpires, yes, it will be for both teams to try and assess where they are, because this brings us to our Bosundhara LP Gas strategic timeout.
Cashful শরতে Cashful offer Hero HF Deluxe, Splendor Plus, iSmart, Hunk এবং গ্ল্যামার মোটরসাইকেলের উপর চলছে অবিশ্বাস্য ছাড় 5 বছরের ওয়ারেন্টি সহ। তবে আর দেরি কেন, আজই বুঝে নিন আপনার হিরো।
বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক এয়ারটেলে ফিরে আসলেই 20 জিবি বোনাস। এয়ারটেল।
লাক্স জেসমিনের চিরচেনা সৌরভে ফ্লোরাল ফিউশন অয়েলের আধুনিকতা, যা দেয় ফুলের মতো কোমল আর সুরভিত ত্বক। আমার সৌরভ, আমার পরিচয়। লাক্স।
ফলো মি।
তুই শিওর তো এখানেই রাজবাড়ি?
উত্তর দিকে 56 হাত।
এই তো রাজবাড়ি।
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই। দেখি সার্ভিসটা। তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি।
আমার হাতে দেশের 1 নম্বর নেটওয়ার্ক।
গ্রামীণ ফোন।
আমি ভয় পেলেও মা ভয় পেত না, আর আমি যখন জিতে যাই বাংলাদেশের হয়ে, তখন জিতে যায় মা।
এমন হাজারো বাচ্চাদের স্বপ্ন জয়ে সাথে আছে ফ্রেশ ফুল ক্রিম মিল্ক পাউডার। এর ট্রিপল অ্যাকশন ফর্মুলা নিশ্চিত করে স্ট্রেংথ, ইমিউনিটি ও ইন্টেলিজেন্স। ফ্রেশ ফুল ক্রিম মিল্ক পাউডার।
আমি জিতলে জিতে যায় মা।
জি স্যার।
পেমেন্ট বিকাশ করলে 2টো লাভ। 1, ক্যাশ দিয়ে ঝামেলা নেই, আর 2, কেনাকাটা হবে স্মার্টলি। তার মানে ক্যাশের চেয়ে বিকাশ ভালো। You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট, 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি
এলো ফ্রেশ সুপার প্রিমিয়াম সল্ট, এর আয়োডিন ও ব্যালেন্সড মিনারেলস শরীরের ইলেকট্রোলাইট ব্যালেন্স করে, যেন আপনি থাকেন সবসময় অ্যাক্টিভ। ফ্রেশ সুপার প্রিমিয়াম সল্ট, অ্যাক্টিভ সারাদিন।
Bosundhara LP Gas strategic timeout comes to an end. Much needed drink of water for everyone out there. It's a warm afternoon. Lovely in the evening when it cools down. Also get a bit of dew. So I think on the one hand it's warmer conditions, but the players, particularly the bowlers, will be relieved of bowling with a dry ball. Is why it may not always be the worst thing in the world in the afternoon game to bat first. Amir Sohail mentioned it. Mohammad Nabi wasn't listening. He was very keen to try and turn things around from day one when they batted first and they finished on the losing side. They'll need to keep this run rate in check of the Chittagong Vikings.
The last over from Saifuddin was really good, apart from those 2 misfieldings. Oh, missed out. Munawira on that occasion. It was juicy, full toss, could have hit anywhere. It shows he's struggling with his batting form.
DJ Bravo back with the ball. Most expensive bowler in the innings so far. 15 runs he went for in his first over. That's when both Ronki and Shomo Sharkar were going after all the bowlers in the power play. Now that the power play is done and dusted, what more fielders outside the circle, more protection for the bowlers. Left-handed Shomo Sharkar on strike. Will he continue his assault on Bravo? For 1. Just about the halfway point of the innings. Current rate takes them to 186. Certainly that's the kind of score they'll be aiming for. Anything more a bonus. That's been hit through extra cover, but not quite finding the placement. Luckily he didn't find the timing either. Had he timed it a little bit better, it would have been straight into the hands of deep extra cover.
Absolutely right. Yeah, you were mentioning about Shomo Sharkar that he was in a very positive mood. But of late he has been quiet, and the reason for that, he has lost the tempo. He has been given a lot of strike. And that's what, as an incoming batsman, you should be very off. If you're not striking the ball well, get a single. Give the strike to man in form. Have a look. Now he's struggling too.
Yes, spot on. He looks like a different player from that first partnership, because you see in this particular partnership, Munawira's come in. He's faced 15 balls already, which really is the bulk of the partnership. And Shomo Sharkar not looking as fluent as he did with Luke Ronki at the other end.
15 he had played, Munawira, and in between only 4 deliveries faced by Shomo Sharkar, and that has made the difference. And you have to give credit to the bowling side as well.
Now he hands the strike over. Just about the halfway point. Opening game, day 3 at BKS BPL 2017, powered by Shah Cement. Wonderfully supported here. Not a massive crowd, but they'll come in because the home side is playing the night game. Remember, it's a working day. It's a warm afternoon, but we still have a very vocal crowd. Look at that.
In our part of the world, does it matter whether it's a working day or a day off? Oh, it's in the air. What happened there? It doesn't please DJ Bravo at all.
That should have been taken. It isn't. It remains 1 wicket down. They're 91 on the board after 10.
একটু হিসাব করে চলতে হয়। পিক আওয়ার সিন তো সকালে এটা, দুপুরে এটা, রাতে এটা, কখন যে কোনটা অন থাকে আসলে একটু হিসাব।
বাংলা লিংকে ফিরলে এত হিসাব করতে হয় না। বন্ধু বাংলা লিংক সঙ্গে চালু করলেই টানা 3 মাস আধা পয়সায় কথা বলুন মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে, আর সাথে আছে 10 GB পর্যন্ত ইন্টারনেট বোনাস। বাংলা লিংক।
This is sunshine smile, makes me feel this way. When I can't see through, when I'm feeling blue.
You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
স্যালুস প্লিজ। এমন ঝড়ের গতিতে সব লিখে ফেলতে ম্যাটাডোর বল পেন। এতে আছে জার্মান হাইফ্লো ইঙ্ক, লেখাকে করে সুপার ডুপার ফাস্ট, ফাস্ট এন্ড ফাস্ট। বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক এয়ারটেলে ফিরে আসলেই 20 GB বোনাস। এয়ারটেল।
ডেপুটি ম্যানেজিং ডিরেক্টর আব্দুল কাদের অনুর সাথে।
আপনি আপনার টিমে অনেক ইয়াং প্লেয়ারদেরকে নিয়েছেন, তাসকিন, সৌম্য সরকারের মতো আইকনিক প্লেয়ারদেরকে নিয়েছেন, আপনার কি অন্য এত ইয়াং প্লেয়ারদেরকে নিয়েছেন, আপনার কি চিন্তা ভাবনা কি?
আমাদের প্রথম থেকেই আমরা প্রথম বিপিএল থেকে একটা কথা বলে আসছি, বাংলাদেশ ক্রিকেটকে আমরা প্রমোট করতে চাচ্ছি, কারণ সব অভিজ্ঞ যারা প্লেয়ার আছে সেটা তো সব অন্যান্য টিমে খেলছে। আমরা প্রথম থেকে যেটা বলে এসছি এখনও আমরা সে একই জায়গায় আছি, সেজন্যই আমাদের টিমে ম্যাক্সিমাম ইয়াং প্লেয়ার।
যদিও আজকে চিটাগং ভাইকিংসের প্রথম ম্যাচ, অনেক চিটাগং ভাইকিংস অনেক ভালো খেলছে, 10 ওভারে 90+ করে ফেলেছে, যদিও খুব আর্লি কোয়েশ্চেনটা হয়ে যায়, তারপরেও আমি জানতে চাচ্ছি যে আপনার কি মনে হচ্ছে যে চ্যাম্পিয়নশিপ এবার বিপিএল জেতার জন্য সম্ভাবনা কতটুকু দেখছেন আপনি?
দেখেন, আমরা তো চ্যাম্পিয়নশিপের জন্যই টিম করেছি এবং ইনশাল্লাহ আমরা চ্যাম্পিয়ন হওয়ার জন্যই টিম করেছি এবং চ্যাম্পিয়ন হবো ইনশাল্লাহ।
Thank you so much. Back to the comms.
Thank you. Well, there was an opportunity in the last ball of the last over for another wicket, but this is what's to follow. Anamal, Misbah will have both hucks there first, and Sikandar Raza, Louis Rees loaded down enough and enough to make the batsman tuck it away and not go full hog at that one.
Well, it's looking good for Chittagong Vikings at the moment. 94 in the 10.3 overs. It's absolutely brilliant. They've certainly laid a solid foundation for them to really go up and get 200.
As for last over, Shomo Shawkar swung that back. And it's very tantalizing. I think he seems to have lost sight. At the last moment, he was watching it come. Look at that, exposed his intentions too early. The bowler tried to bowl it away from him, but eventually got a bit of bat on that one. Another single results. So far it's been a good over, 4 runs only.
And look at his reaction. He just took his eyes off and then put his head down, and also perhaps that's why you see so many players wearing sunglasses. He might have just stared directly at the sun when he was looking to grab that catch. It's so very important, especially if it's so bright and sunny. You need to use sunglasses, especially when you're fielding.
Just almost yoked himself in trying to come down to the pitch of that ball, but despite that, managed to dig it out and in the wide open spaces, allowing him to take a single. Into the 11th over, things looking pretty good for the Chittagong Vikings in their first game of this AKS BPL 2017, powered by Shah Cement and Comilla Victorians. The second game now, having lost the first one. Oh, made him do a full toss. He saw him coming, tried to pitch it further up. And with that single, it completes the 11th over. It's 97 for 1.
তুমি কখনোই সবকিছুতে এক্সপার্ট হতে পারবে না, এটা তো সবাই জানে, রাইট? তাহলে তোমার সাধারণ শ্যাম্পু, তা দিয়ে কিভাবে ড্যান্ড্রাফ দূর হবে? নেভার। ফাইনালি পেয়েছি ভরসা করার মতো একটি শ্যাম্পু, বেস্ট এভার ক্লিয়ার, নিউট্রিয়েন্ট 10 যুক্ত, যা দেয় 0 ড্যান্ড্রাফ, নন স্টপ। তাই যখন চাই 0 ড্যান্ড্রাফ, আমার ভরসা শুধুই ক্লিয়ার। ক্লিয়ার, নাথিং টু হাইড।
No money for music. এখন গান শোনো কোনো ডেটা চার্জ ছাড়া। Yonder Music exclusively Robi এবং Airtel userদের জন্য। Download the #1 music app now.
Most of the Comilla Victorians bowlers have been under the cosh. Look at the economy rates. Only Mohammad Nabi has got that single very crucial wicket of Ronchi, and Saifuddin bowled well for his 2 overs, just given away 11. Inside part of the bat, trickles away for a single.
14 consecutive singles for Chittagong Vikings. This is the Summa Sharkar strike points. Anything pitched up, it's gone for a boundary. Anything short, also to the boundary. He's picked up 3 4s and a 6 in his innings so far, and he's playing a very crucial role. It's been a good period for Comilla Victorians. Mentioned about 14 consecutive singles.
Waits for the field change. Not that much of a change. That fielder at long on coming. About 5 yards closer. Long off rather. Long round finds the fielder in the deep.
Dealing in singles at the moment, and I think you got to give credit to someone like Mohammad Saifuddin, who's bowled 2 overs and just given an 11 runs. That is absolutely brilliant, outstanding stuff from the youngster. Knowing that even if you don't pick up a wicket, you can still create pressure, and that's exactly what he has done. Not can give it any boundary, and just given it 11 runs in the 2 overs that he has bowled so far.
Slowed it down, just a single to bring up the 100 of the Chittagong innings. 100 comes up in the 12th over, and they're going great guns. Just emphasizing on that, Saifuddin's bowling prowess. The second one, you see, the first one's still the fastest, 28, and mentioning that there are a lot of singles coming. When the run rate is about 9, Saifuddin is going at about 3. It's exemplary for him. Whereas DJ Bravo has gone for a few runs. Down the leg side, possibly a bat on that. Will there be a signal for a leg by? Let's wait and see. No, there was some bat. So the singles continue coming, not the fours.
There are only 4 singles in this over also. The advantage that Chittagong Vikings has is that they have 9 wickets in hand. It's important that they don't take a little bit more time to start thinking of, okay, when is the right moment to put the foot on the accelerator and start playing some big shots.
Trying to be cheeky. Very intelligent. You can see the pressure was being created with those singles just being given away, and forced the batsman to try something out of the order. Even though we were trying to scoop it, just sends it straight down Samuels' throat.
Good work from DJ Bravo. Forced the batsman to play the scoop, and all he managed to do is hit it straight to the field fielding at a short fine leg. He's gone for 21. Chittagong Vikings at 101 for 2.
ও তো ক্যাডেট কলেজে ফার্স্ট বয় ছিল। কোন ক্যাডেট?
ময়মনসিং ক্যাডেট কলেজ।
কিন্তু ময়মনসিং ক্যাডেট তো মেয়েদের কলেজ।
ভিটামিন এ এর বাড়তি সুরক্ষাযুক্ত সুপার ফ্রেশ ফর্টিফাইড সয়াবিন তেল, যা ওমেগা 3 ও 6 এর পারফেক্ট ব্যালেন্স এবং বেটা ক্যারোটিন সমৃদ্ধ। সুপার ফ্রেশ ফর্টিফাইড সয়াবিন তেল, কিছু বাড়তি ভালোর জন্য।
লাক্স জেসমিনের চিরচেনা সৌরভে ফ্লোরাল ফিউশন অয়েলের আধুনিকতা, যা দেয় ফুলের মতো কোমল আর সুরভিত ত্বক। আমার সৌরভ, আমার পরিচয়, লাক্স।
It's the sunshine smile makes me feel this way. When I can't see through, when I'm feeling blue.
You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট, 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি।
Down and Vijay comes in, 46 BPL innings for him, and is a strike rate of 117.7, just on the verge of going to that 1,000 mark. Very, very adept and complete batsman. Needs to just ensure that he gets a good start. Just pushed away, and he opens his account with a single, wicket taking over. An excellent over from DJ Bravo. It's 12 done, or is it one more delivery? I think. No, it's over. 12 done. It's 102 for 2.
Follow me.
তুই শিওর তো এখানেই রাজবাড়ি?
উত্তর দিকে 56 হাত।
এই তো রাজবাড়ি।
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই। দেখি সার্ভিসটা। তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে এক ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি।
আমার হাতে দেশের 1 নম্বর নেটওয়ার্ক।
গ্রামীণ ফোন।
ক্যাশফুল শরতে ক্যাশফুল অফার। হিরো এইচএফ ডিলাক্স, স্প্লেন্ডার প্লাস, আই স্মার্ট, হাঙ্ক এবং গ্ল্যামার মোটরসাইকেলের উপর চলছে অবিশ্বাস্য ছাড়, 5 বছরের ওয়ারেন্টি সহ। তবে আর দেরি কেন, আজই বুঝে নিন আপনার হিরো।
Has allowed the Comilla Victorians to come back into this game. Going at about 9.5 runs per over. Now they pull it back to 8.5. Going to be Rashid Khan. Now this can be quite a slippery customer. You would never know what to expect from him. Really mixes up his bowling. That's the feel for him. Not too many closing fielders. There's one at short fine where that last catch was taken and a slip. Oh, that was more like a arm ball more than anything else. Kept on holding its line.
He's coming in from the pavilion and the AKS is still and I thought this was a good shot. Maybe just going down the leg side. Lovely delivery from Rashid Khan. They really pulled it back, Shamim. If you look at the way they batted, it's 63 for 1 in the first 6 overs, and the next 6 they've just given up a 39 and also picked up a wicket. So they put up the brakes. Let's have a look of this wicket, how he picked up that wicket of Munawira, trying to scoop it behind that fielder, but he just didn't get enough from the bat. It's an easy catch in the end from Marilyn Samuels. So it's been good work from Comilla Victorians.
There goes Shomo Shakar again. He managed to get clout one with that reverse early in his innings, but on that occasion he missed out completely. It's the LBW shout, and you can see there's nothing on the bat when it strikes. Possibly see him going down the leg side. There you go, and that's confirmation of that, missing the wickets. But as I said, it was an initial thought from us that Rashid Khan will manage to trouble the batsman. He disguises his bowls so very well. Can't even read his googly. It's pretty evident. You'd see leg spinners getting the ball from the back of the hand when they bowl the googlies. But he doesn't. Bowling to the left-hander now. And that was one.
Yeah, most occasionally you'll see him bowling the googly, the ball that goes away. He's actually bowling from the media end, which is the Shah-Simon end. Coming from the back of the hand, and look at the turn that he's getting.
And he had to reach for that. And in the process, couldn't manage to find that gap he was striving for. Trying to penetrate the gap between deep mid wicket and square leg that found the fielder. This is excellent work from Rashid Khan. Similar fans will be bored by the fact that their team have come back well after being under the cosh initially.
Yeah, 1 for 18 of 4 overs. He was absolutely unplayable in the first match.
Oh, man. You don't want to play shots like that to Rashid Khan's bowling. 13 done. It's 104 for 2.
ভ্যাসলিন জেলি খুব সাধারণ কিছু, কিন্তু তৈরি করতে পারে অসাধারণ সব গল্প। কিভাবে জানতে হলে যোগ দিন আমার সাথে ভ্যাসলিন হিলিং প্রজেক্টে। শুষ্ক ত্বক বা ঠোঁট ফাটা আমাদের জন্য খুবই সাধারণ, কিন্তু সুবিধাবঞ্চিত মানুষের জন্য এমন সমস্যাই হতে পারে ভয়াবহ। তাই ভ্যাসলিন হিলিং প্রজেক্ট ওদের ত্বকের সুস্থতায় সাহায্য করবে। বাংলাদেশের একমাত্র 100% পিওর পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলি ভ্যাসলিন। এভাবেই তৈরি হবে সাধারণ জারের অসাধারণ সব গল্প।
ভাবনা থেকেই ভালো কাজের শুরু। অ্যান্টিঅক্সিডেন্ট ও ফ্লেভোনয়েড সমৃদ্ধ এক অসাধারণ ব্লেন্ডের ফ্রেশ প্রিমিয়াম টি খুলে দেয় ভাবনার দুয়ার।
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট, 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি
Of the BPL, the AKS BPL 2017 powered by Shah-Simon, and now we've got DJ Bravo. Crowd settling down, enjoying themselves. We'll have a bigger crowd, I expect, today because Silat Sixers are playing in the evening. So working, there's still quite a few people in the ground.
This is Mohammad Saifuddin, a bowling change. They've kept 1 over from Bravo. And he's bowled well. He's bowled really well. He's bowled 2 overs. And he's given away 11 runs, and in the first delivery that he's bowled in this over, it's a genuine New Yorker. That's what he wants to do. That's what he usually does. He's very good at the depth when he comes in and tries to bowl in the block hole, the Yorker.
It's also no mug with a just confirmation of that into his 3rd over, just 12 runs. Rashid Khan, exemplary. just given away 10 runs. I'd like to see if the captain persists with him and gives him another over in this spell, and maybe finish off with a single over last. Around the corner, just eases into it, but again the result just the single. This is good work.
Yeah, they need to find some boundaries now, because it's getting into, this is the 14th over. After the 6 more overs, yes, they have 8 wickets in hand. Yes, there's Misbah ul Haq and Sikandar Raza to come in next. Somebody has to take a chance here. I think it needs to be Anamul Haq Bijoy, because of the fact you really don't want to lose Somo Shakar right now. 38 of 32 delivery. I know it's taken a little bit time to score these runs. No boundaries for the last 37 deliveries. That's great stuff from Comilla.
And he goes the other way, and allows the ball to go and hit timber. Now that is uncalled for. The score was not moving along. Understandably, the pressure was created, but that shot at this point in time really unnecessary.
It's the pressure, and full credit to the bowler. It's a slower delivery. He wants to speed this behind the square, and what he managed to do is the ball had missed the bat and gone on to hit the leg stump. Celebration time for Comilla. Brilliant stuff from youngster Mohammad Saifuddin. He goes back for 38. Chittagong 106 for 3.
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট, 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি। একটা টিকিট প্লিজ।
হাই রাফি।
জেসিয়া। না 2টা টিকিট। সিনেমা। যে কোনো মুহূর্তে লাগতে পারে ফ্রেশনেস। সাথে রাখো সব সময় সেন্টার ফ্রেশ। সিনেমা সেন্টার ফ্রেশ, ম্যাজিক অফ ফ্রেশনেস। বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক এয়ারটেলে ফিরে আসলে 20 GB বোনাস। এয়ারটেল।
The captain, Misbah ul Haq, comes in. It's the 5th innings in his BPL career, playing for the 2nd time. And he's coming at a position of strife, because all credit to the bowlers of the Comilla Victorians in coming back strongly, tying them up in knots, forcing them to play shots that's uncalled for. But this man can take a lot of credit for that effort by the bowlers. Almost upending him. Yorker long delivery has to be dug out by Misbah, and he opens his account with a streaky single.
I think it was the pressure, because they knew that they couldn't pick up a boundary, and they're looking to accelerate, and that's what happens when you are not sure what you want to do next. It was an opportunity. Obviously, if it had got some part of the bat, he might have just got away with it, but he missed it completely, and full credit to the youngster Mohammad Saifuddin. Absolutely brilliant celebrations there.
Great down the throw of DJ Bravo. This is absolutely marvelous. They're really turning on the screws. The bowlers dominating here for the Comilla Victorians.
What an over this is turning out to be. I was talking about the pressure they have already created by not only looking at the boundaries, and this is what can happen. Now this is the Anamul Haq Bijoy. Just a gentle chip shot. Went straight to Bravo, who was fielding it long on. And he doesn't do any mistake. Another wicket for the youngster. He goes back. He's gone for 3. It's 107 for 4.
Follow me.
তুই শিওর তো এখানেই রাজবাড়ি?
উত্তর দিকে 56 হাত।
এই তো রাজবাড়ি।
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই। দেখি সার্ভিসটা। তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে এক ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি।
আমার হাতে দেশের 1 নম্বর নেটওয়ার্ক।
গ্রামীণ ফোন।
লাক্স জেসমিনের চিরচেনা সৌরভে ফ্লোরাল ফিউশন অয়েলের আধুনিকতা, যা দেয় ফুলের মতো কোমল আর সুরভিত ত্বক। আমার সৌরভ, আমার পরিচয়। লাক্স।
comes in, 20 over career, 481 runs. Good strike rate, that will be needed. Push has been wonderful from Mohammad Saifuddin. 14 overs done, it's 107 for 4.
একটু হিসাব করে চলতে হয়। পিক আওয়ার সিন তো সকালে এটা, দুপুরে এটা, রাতে এটা, কখন যে কোনটা অন থাকে আসলে একটু হিসাব। বাংলা লিংকে ফিরলে এত হিসাব করতে হয় না।
বন্ধু বাংলা লিংক সংযোগ চালু করলেই টানা 3 মাস আধা পয়সায় কথা বলুন মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে, আর সাথে আছে 10 জিবি পর্যন্ত ইন্টারনেট বোনাস। বাংলা লিংক।
লাক্স জেসমিনের চিরচেনা সৌরভে ফ্লোরাল ফিউশন অয়েলের আধুনিকতা, যা দেয় ফুলের মতো কোমল আর সুরভিত ত্বক। আমার সৌরভ, আমার পরিচয়। লাক্স।
খেলা 100 হোক না হোক, আমাদের বাড়ি কিন্তু 100 হবে।
ঠিক তাই, ফ্লাই অ্যাশবিহীন আকিশ সিমেন্ট স্থাপনাকে দেয় 100 বছরের অধিক স্থায়িত্বের নিশ্চয়তা।
Score, they're going at over 10 runs per over, and then suddenly they clawed it back. Initially checked the run rate, put the pressure back on the batsman and forced them to play shots of indiscretion. In the process, they're back on top. Run rate down to 7.64, 107 for 4, and they'll be happy with that. Want the bowlers to continuing. The guy who can do this and is of course Rashid Khan. That turned back sharply. Does not give too much air. Despite that, he managed to extract so much turn.
Yeah, he's here because of this. Another very good from Mohammad Saifuddin. Really good delivery with his spiller. And just didn't go too hard at it. They just felt that he just checked his shot. It just a gentle chip and it went straight to long on.
Reese sweeps and it's going to find the gap between Sterling, and he'll be happy with that. Nice way to get your innings underway.
Finally a boundary. It is a very good sweep shot coming from the middle part of the bat. It took them 43 deliveries to pick up a boundary, and what a way to get this one from Louis Rees. It looks good.
Nelson up. And it's up in the air. Chance of a catch. Oh, just falling short. Well, he must have had his heart in his mouth for a moment there. You can see that nervous smile on his face.
Look at how he has bowled, where he has bowled throughout the tournament. The majority of the balls have been pushed from googly areas. Whether it's a leg break or a googly or a flipper. He's really bowled it. Mind you, he's bowled to right-handers and left-handed. That can see the lines have changed. But he's been absolutely brilliant. The moment he's bowled a little bit fuller, he's been punished.
That's the genuine leg spin, which is the spin was smothered, and that's what you got to do when Rashid Khan is bowling. Ensure you go to the pitch of the ball, play the angle the bat down into the ground, but it does not induce an edge. The left-right combination also should be testing the bowler, but Rashid Khan equal to the task. He's got to slip, maybe another googly coming. There it is, and he beats the bat. Excellent bowling from Rashid Khan.
Good speed also, bowling a little bit quicker and a little bit flatter, and he goes away from the left-hander. Lovely delivery.
Sweeps again, this time a little backward for square. There's a fielder posted there, and a single is what they're going to get of the last ball of the 15th over. It's 114 for 4.
Follow me.
তুই শিওর তো এখানেই রাজবাড়ি?
উত্তর দিকে 56 হাত।
এই তো রাজবাড়ি।
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই। দেখি সার্ভিসটা তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি।
আমার হাতে দেশের 1 নম্বর নেটওয়ার্ক।
গ্রামীণ ফোন।
No money for music. এখন গান শুনো কোনো ডেটা চার্জ ছাড়া। Yonder Music exclusively Robi এবং Airtel userদের জন্য। Download the #1 music app now.
Oh, there was a huge opportunity for Chittagong Vikings to score 200 runs. considering the start they had. 71 in first 7 overs without losing a wicket. Beg your pardon, 1 wicket. Well, they got themselves to blame. Having lost 4 quick wickets, they have lost the initiative. However, they still have the firepower to finish off strongly. Mesbah is there. And Lewis just joined him. He's looking positive as well. His highest score is 97 not out.
Yes, he got that in the English T20 competition for Derbyshire against Lancashire. 97 not out. So if you can get 97 in a T20 game, you can obviously bat. Also got Sikandar Raza to come. Guruvardi Shuvo. They'll hope not to be leaving it down to 9, 10 and Jack. Sunzamul, Subhashish and the poster boy, Taskin Ahmed. 114 for 4, certainly lost their way slightly. He likes that sweep shot. This time he finds the fielder. Managed to get the sweep shot against Rashid Khan, and so often we see particularly English players employing that sweep shot as their get-out shot.
That's the thing for them, isn't it? If you're not sure whether it's a googly or a leg spinner, go for it. Play a sweep stroke. Get the bowler, especially the leg spinner, offline. And it has worked for them. I remember Graham Gooch and Mike Gatting started this ploy against the best spinners in the world and met success.
Yeah, and most famous of all Graham Gooch's sweeping innings was in a big World Cup semi-final way back in 1987.
And guess against who? India.
That was quite a turn-up for the books looking at that tournament. India and Pakistan expected to get to the final at the Eden Gardens. India swept out by Graham Gooch and Pakistan were outdone by Australia and Karachi.
That was a heartbreak for both the countries. And when I say heartbreak, because both the sides were playing excellent cricket.
Yeah, it was the Gaddafi, I beg your pardon, the other semi-final. Australia ended up playing England. Eden Gardens still put on a full house, but not the two teams they wanted to watch. And that was the occasion when the same sweep shot that had got them into the final got them out of the final, thanks to Mike Gatting playing it in reverse.
Yeah. They should have stuck to something which had worked for them. Got it. TJ Bravo in action again. You can't count him out. He's a sort of a cricketer. He'll produce something special when his team requires it the most. That's his second.
Wow, when you talk about Yorkers and you're teaching a youngster to how to Yorker batsman, that's how you do it and that's how you celebrate. Yep, youngsters, look at all. Look at the full package. TJ Bravo gets rid of Louis Rees for 9. The Vikings 118 for 5. That's a big, big wicket. And looks like the umpires will look for the second of our Bosundhara LP Gas strategic timeouts.
একটু হিসাব করে চলতে হয় পিক আওয়ার সিন তো সকালে এটা দুপুরে এটা রাতে এটা কখন যে কোনটা অন থাকে আসলে একটু হিসাব বাংলা লিংকে ফিরলে এত হিসাব করতে হয় না
বন্ধু বাংলা লিংক সঙ্গে চালু করলেই টানা 3 মাস আধা পয়সায় কথা বলুন মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে আর সাথে আছে 10 জিবি পর্যন্ত ইন্টারনেট বোনাস বাংলা লিংক
লাক্স জেসমিনের চিরচেনা সৌরভে ফ্লোরাল ফিউশন অয়েলের আধুনিকতা যা দেয় ফুলের মতো কোমল আর সুরভিত ত্বক আমার সৌরভ আমার পরিচয় লাক্স
চিটাগাং এ আছেটাকে
ওটা এলা মহইস
শুনলে পেলেনটা কি
আমার অঙ্কুরের কথা ভুলে গেলেন তোমরা।
এবার কুমিল্লা দামি।
Wow, what a shot that is.
মাইর হইব মাই।
আরে আমার আছে মাশরাফি
Is there?
বুঝুন যে তো দল হয় না, এবার দেখো সিলেক্ট কি করে।
পুরো তাদের থাকবে গিয়ে কি এবারে ঢাকা। বিপিএল নিয়ে আলোচনা এখন চারদিকে। ক্রিকেটটা তারা অন্যদের চেয়ে একটু হলেও ভালো বোঝেন বলেই অধিনায়ক এক্সপার্ট প্রেডিকশন অনুষ্ঠানে সেই অধিনায়করাই করবেন বিপিএল বিশ্লেষণ।
লাইভ বয় প্রেজেন্টস এক্সপার্ট প্রেডিকশন। দেখুন প্রতিটি ম্যাচের আগে নিবেদক লাইভ বয়।
ওরা আমাদের কাছ থেকে সবকিছু কেড়ে নিয়েছে।
রাশিয়া, চীন, হিন্দুস্তান, তারপরে এখন আনাতোলিয়া। আমি আমার জীবন বেঁচে রেখে দায়িত্ব পালন করব। এখন আমাদের একসাথে থাকার সময়। চেঙ্গিস খানের সৈন্যবাহিনীর হাত থেকে কেউ বাঁচতে পারবে না, কেউ না। মঙ্গলদের পৃথিবীতে স্বাগতম। আমি জাহান্নামের বন্ধু। ঐতিহাসিক ড্রামা সিরিয়াল দ্য রিলিজ সিজন 2 আসছে মাছরাঙা টেলিভিশনে।
Vikings in all sorts of trouble after a lightning quick start in the power play and even at the end of 10 overs when they were almost 100. Now they're 118 for 5, which is 4 overs and a delivery to go. Lost all their power hitters and their international man walks out to the middle. Sikandar Raza grew up in Pakistan, went on to study in Scotland while his family had moved to Zimbabwe, and then himself decided to go to ply his cricketing trade in Zimbabwe. And he's coming off some serious form against the West Indies recently. A disappointing outing for Zimbabwe themselves, but a 50 in each innings and a 5-fer just a couple of weeks ago.
That's a familiar sight. Misfielding resulting in a single in this game. End of the over after 16 overs. Chittagong Viking 119 for 5.
একটু হিসাব করে চলতে হয়। পিক আওয়ার সিন তো সকালে এটা, দুপুরে এটা, রাতে এটা, কখন যে কোনটা অন থাকে আসলে একটু হিসাব। বাংলা লিংকে ফিরলে এত হিসাব করতে হয় না।
বন্ধু বাংলা লিংক সংযোগ চালু করলেই টানা 3 মাস আধা পয়সায় কথা বলুন মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে, আর সাথে আছে 10 জিবি পর্যন্ত ইন্টারনেট বোনাস। বাংলা লিংক।
লাক্স জেসমিনের চিরচেনা সৌরভে ফ্লোরাল ফিউশন অয়েলের আধুনিকতা, যা দেয় ফুলের মতো কোমল আর সুরভিত ত্বক। আমার সৌরভ, আমার পরিচয়। লাক্স।
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট, 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি।
Around 2 catches that he should have taken. Maybe the safest place to put him is give the ball to him to bowl. From the Shah Cement end, that's the near end of the ground, the media end. The other end of the ground where this fabulous stand is, where the players are, is the AKS Steel end.
An ideal tile for him to come and bowl. Both the batsmen are fresh at the crease, and it's got a peculiar action, and for the batsman to get used to it requires some time, and in the process he could do a very good job for his side.
Perfect Yorker from Bravo. Under the bat, crashes into the base of the stumps. Interesting action he has, Alamin. He's got his arms flaying all over the place. Sometimes coaches might tell you that it'll make you lose control a little bit, but you've got to let everyone develop their own action, provided they aren't doing anything illegal with their arm.
With subtle adjustment, I believe in. But wholesale changes in an action, I don't believe in. I've seen so many great talents being ruined because of the coaches. This got a very nice and smooth run up. And here it gets peculiar and difficult for the batsman to get adjusted very quickly. Gives him an advantage, mind you. Even a bad delivery like this wasn't dealt with properly.
Yeah, Misbah doesn't quite look as fluent yet. The other DJ on the field, DJ Bravo with ball in hand. Got DJ at the ground entertaining us. Entertaining the big crowd. Getting bigger. By this evening, I can tell you it's going to be a full house. They're coming back for a second. That's good running. Need to put the fielders under pressure, especially when you're on the back foot as a batting side now, and you've really had this game turned around.
Well, you've got to admire Misbah ul Haq. Have a look. Still very agile. Still fleet-footed Misbah at the age of 43. Commendable.
Fluently driven, but the result just a single. The boundaries continue to be few and far between. 124 for 5.
This is sunshine smile, makes me feel this way. When I can't see through, when I'm feeling blue.
You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট, 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি।
To go 124 for 5. There was a time when the Chittagong Vikings were looking at 200. The way Ronki had started with Shomo Sarkar. What a turnaround from the Comilla Victorians bowlers. Arafat Sunny the other day bowled just the 1 over, today just the 2, but the other bowlers have really made the difference. Rashid Khan's always tight. Bravo's come with 2 wickets. And the pick of the bowlers has been Mohammad Saifuddin. 2 for 14 in his 3. He's been absolutely brilliant.
Here's the reason why. And that was a good delivery. No clue whatsoever. He was playing for a wrong gun, turned away. Good contest.
Well, the real story of the innings has been the boundaries that flowed in the first 8 overs. 8 fours and 5 sixes, and we've just had 1 in the last 10 overs. And look at Bravo's bowling so much fuller. There are times when he can be a little short in length, especially his slower deliveries, but he's kept it full, and that white ball near the base of the stumps, that Yorker.
Fuller and straighter is the key, isn't it? As long as a bowler, you force the batsman into playing the strokes with the vertical bat, you're safe. 2 Bravos. Younger one complimenting the elder one.
Oh dear, oh dear. He's in the eye of the storm, is Alameen. Catch is going to him, and he was not expecting that ball to turn. He should have. Misbah slashed at it, and it almost turned like a beautiful off break and almost outfoxed Alameen. Have a look at this. Bowling side are right on top here. Rashid Khan will finish off another excellent spell. He's in his last delivery. He's just gone for 20. May not have taken wickets today, but compensates for it by bamboozling the opposition. Misbah will be on strike for the final ball of Rashid Khan's spell. Ambles across for a single. 12 deliveries to go. The boundaries are still not coming. 128 for 5.
বাইরের দেওয়ালের উপর ধুলো টিকতেই দেয় না। এপেক্স আল্টিমা।
নেটওয়ার্ক এয়ারটেলে ফিরে আসলেই 20 জিবি বোনাস। এয়ারটেল।
BPL 2017 সিলেট সিক্সার্স বনাম রাজশাহী কিংস আজ সন্ধ্যা 7টায়।
First 10 overs belong to the batting side. We saw a rollicking start, 91 runs were gathered. Comilla. What a big wicket under the circumstances where Chittagong Vikings wanted to finish strongly. Captain has been removed. Off stump, knocked back. What a sight for the fast bowler. And you can say confidently Vikings in a spot of order after losing Misbah for 6. It's 1-8 for 6.
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট, 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি।
BPL 2017 সিলেট সিক্সার্স বনাম রাজশাহী কিংস আজ সন্ধ্যা 7টায়।
New batsman in, Sarwar Deshuva is up and running the very first ball. Well, what a turnaround. They say cricket is a great leveler. You'd have thought that when they started the innings, you'd have done very well, but this is confirmation of what he's done in his BPL career, 78 runs. And he's in the middle because of this. Misbah Haq just putting across the line of that ball. A little bit of in-shaped in. You see, just cut back off the seam. And that's what got him. This is wonderful from Alamin Hussain. He's not done too well with the catching department, but when it comes to bowling, I think he's done exceedingly well.
Gives plenty to cheer about for the crowd as well, isn't it? Very good prospect, Alamin.
Just talking about the crowd, it's so very good to see, despite the fact that local boys are now playing, quite a few supporters from Comilla. Well, Comilla is closer to Sylhet than Chittagong. I'd imagine they'll have more supporters in, making that short trek from Comilla to Sylhet. About 4 hours by bus, car. It's Sikandar Raza on strike now. Now he's got to force this innings because they're really lagging behind. Slow delivery, waits on that one, smashes it, but he finds the fielder in the deep. Just a single. This is absolutely marvelous. A wonderful comeback for the Comilla Victorians. Exposed his intentions a little too early. Bowler saw it, bowled it wide. All he could do is turn the bat, flat batted for a single to finish the 19th over. 133 for 6. into the last over. Chittagong Vikings must be very disappointed. What a blistering start it was. Fireworks all around. First 10 overs, almost 9.5 runs per over, and then suddenly it was clawed back. Disciplined bowling by the Comilla Victorians bowlers, and has really paid off. They've come back so strongly in the second half of this game.
Well, if I have to give credit to one bowler, it has to be Saifuddin, who applied the brakes, allowed other bowlers to attack on the batsman.
Can he carry on the good work? It seems he has. The ball flying away. Fielders coming underneath. Rashid Khan does not make a mistake, and the wonderful work by Mohammad Saifuddin continues.
And it's the third wicket for Saifuddin. Not only he's been economical, but threatening at the same time. He hasn't got express pace, but the disciplines he has definitely troubled the batsman. Celebration, he's not celebrating. He departs after 3, and it's 133 for 7.
Raza is going to be on strike because the batsman changed over when the catch was taken, and almost Yorkie himself trying to dig that ball out. Gone through for 1. That's all they're going to get. And brings in the new batsman Sanzam al-Islam, who is now about to take strike. Now he's got just 4 deliveries left. Not much time. 48 runs so far in his BPL career. The next 4 balls he faces are going to be very, very important. He wants to get as many runs as possible.
As many as possible, that's what you're saying. So far, Saifuddin hasn't conceded a boundary in this tournament. They need luck, and a lot of it. In the air, only a single.
I can't believe this. He's bowled in 2 innings, and he hasn't given away a boundary in a 2020 match. This is his 3rd wicket. He had his shades on, and he was also cupping upper cup catch taken by Rashid Khan. Look at those figures. 3 for 16 in this one. Not a single boundary. Along the ground or over the ropes. Exceptional. Wonderful ball.
He has bowled within his limitations. He's weighted the pace, but never erred in line. There is a chance of the first boundary. Let's see. Oh yes, finally he concedes a boundary. What a relief for the batsman.
Relief for the batsman. I thought he was heading for some kind of record, bowling in 2 games without a boundary being given, but that's not the meaty part of the bat, not the big outside part, and there's a bit of a teaser for the 2 fielders chasing after it. Eventually the ball wins the race. Boundary after 32 deliveries. Can you just believe it? This is absolutely marvelous. Also, credit must be given to the fielders for giving the bowlers that much support, taking the catches. 2 more deliveries left. Really deceived him with that one. Looked up inquiringly at the umpire. Was it a wide?
Beautifully disguised and beautifully bowled. Impressive bowling from Saifuddin. Did we put Yorkers? Gersonen, 2 boundaries in the last over he has conceded and allowed Chittagong to finish at 143 for 7.
Which I think they'll take after looking at initially talks of 180 plus was on the cards and suddenly things were turned around. The bowling has been absolutely marvelous, top class stuff, and Comilla Victorians can take a lot of credit for being under the cosh initially and then eventually taking the ascendancy and limiting them to that 143.
It's all about having a second plan. If first one goes haywire, you should have a good plan B, and that's what we saw today. First 9 overs belonged to Chittagong Vikings, and after that, we saw a strong comeback. And thanks to the bowlers, Saifuddin, Rashid Khan, DJ Bravo, everybody contributed, and not to forget the fieldsmen.
Well, you can see that just the body language tells you that it was a satisfactory outing so far. Chittagong Vikings, as you can notice, 40 and 38 in the top, blistering start. They're looking to take away things from the Comilla team, but then look at the other scores, not very significant ones. Bowlers can take a lot of kudos for their performance.
Forget about the first 9 overs. And after that, everything happened for the bowlers. Saifuddin, Rashid Khan, DJ Bravo, Alabin, all picked up wickets.
Let's go down and join Gautam Bhimani.
What a turnaround it's been in this match. When the batting side went out there, we were thinking 200 plus, but they came together in the strategic timeout, and this man led the way. He didn't have the greatest first over, but overall, what a turnaround from the team.
Yeah, great team effort. I think the guys fought well. This morning in the team meeting we said regardless of what start the opposition get, always have that belief that they can pull it back in the middle overs. Here in Bangladesh, the wicket tend to be on the slower side. So, the power play can go anyway. When you're coming up against good batters, Ronki and those guys are top-class players. So you just have to ride it. And hopefully, when the power play finish, we can pull it back, which we did. So I'm very happy.
What did you say to yourselves at that point? As you said, you can go for a few, but was there anything in a huddle that was said?
Yeah, it's a fairly decent wicket, but at the same time, one side is very small in the ground. So, even though they get off to a flyer, I think once we get past the power play stage, we have good spinners in the middle. We have good bowlers who vary the pace well. So it's not going to be easy. So I think I got to give credit to the entire bowling team, the way the captain changed around his bowlers. So I think all that helped. They were 100 and maybe 10 overs or 9 overs or something like that, and to restrict them to 143. We'll take that any day.
And of course, we're seeing a slightly different celebration. Champion dance is gone. What's the new moves?
Yeah, the champion dance is gone. This one is called the Asia dance. So look out for my new song called Asia. It's a good track. So just getting the fans familiar with the new dance.
Come on, give me a taste of it. The Asia dance from the champion. There you have it.
Oh, well, enjoyed that. This is the state of affairs. Comilla Victorians now needing 144 runs for a win. 20 overs is what they've got. They've got to get it in 7.2 runs per over. We're going to take a short break. Back with you very shortly for the innings from the Chittagong team. Let's go to that break.
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট, 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি,
কংগ্রাচুলেশনস।
ওর কাপড় আমার কাপড়ের চেয়ে উজ্জ্বল হলো কি করে?
কারণ সাধারণ ডিটারজেন্ট কাপড়ে পাউডারের স্তর ফেলে এবং কাপড়কে করে ফ্যাকাশে। নতুন রিন সম্পূর্ণ ভিন্ন, কাপড়ে দেয় নতুনের মতো উজ্জ্বলতা। নতুন রিন, থাকুন উজ্জ্বল সব সময়।
আমি ভয় পেলেও মা ভয় পেত না, আর আমি যখন জিতে যাই বাংলাদেশের হয়ে তখন জিতে যায় মা। এমন হাজারো বাচ্চাদের স্বপ্ন জয়ে সাথে আছে ফ্রেশ ফুল ক্রিম মিল্ক পাউডার। এর ট্রিপল অ্যাকশন ফর্মুলা নিশ্চিত করে স্ট্রেংথ, ইমিউনিটি ও ইন্টেলিজেন্স। ফ্রেশ ফুল ক্রিম মিল্ক পাউডার। আমি জিতলে জিতে যায় মা।
ফলো মি।
তুই শিওর তো এখানেই রাজবাড়ি?
উত্তর দিকে 56 হাত।
এই তো রাজবাড়ি। আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই। দেখি সার্ভিসটা।
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি।
আমার হাতে দেশের 1 নম্বর নেটওয়ার্ক।
গ্রামীণ ফোন।
No money for music. এখন গান শোনো কোনো ডেটা চার্জ ছাড়া। Yonder Music exclusively Robi এবং Airtel userদের জন্য। Download the #1 music app now.
It's a sunshine smile makes me feel this way when I can't see through, when I'm feeling blue.
You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
একটু হিসেব করে চলতে হয়। পিক আওয়ার সিন তো, সকালে এটা, দুপুরে এটা, রাতে এটা, কখন যে কোনটা অন থাকে আসলে একটু হিসেব।
বাংলা লিংকে ফিরলে এত হিসাব করতে হয় না।
বন্ধু বাংলা লিংক সংযোগ চালু করলেই টানা 3 মাস আধা পয়সায় কথা বলুন মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে, আর সাথে আছে 10 জিবি পর্যন্ত ইন্টারনেট বোনাস। বাংলা লিংক।
ভিম চ্যালেঞ্জ করছে কঠিন দাগ দূর করতে। ভিমের চেয়ে দ্রুত আর কিছুই নেই।
আমি মানি না।
চ্যালেঞ্জ, ওখানে ছাই ও গুঁড়া সাবান, আর এখানে ভিম।
কথা বলতে থাকলে হেরে যাবে।
এবার 165টি কথা বলবে, যার সামনে কোনো দাগই টিকবে না। টেকনাফ থেকে তেতুলিয়া, ভিমের চেয়ে দ্রুত কিছুই নেই।
বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক এয়ারটেলে ফিরে আসলে 20 জিবি বোনাস। এয়ারটেল। চলো
আসছি, কাল তাড়াতাড়ি এসো।
খুব ময়লা হয়েছে তাই না?
আর অনেক দুর্গন্ধ আছে ম্যানেজার সাহেব। চিন্তা নেই, বাসায় গিয়ে ধুয়ে দিচ্ছি।
এত ময়লা আর দুর্গন্ধ কিভাবে দূর করব?
নতুন Victorian দিয়ে। এতে আছে 1000 লেবুর মতো শক্তি, যা কাপড়কে করে গভীর থেকে পরিষ্কার ও সুবাসিত। নতুন Victorian।
BPL 2017 সিলেট সিক্সার্স বনাম রাজশাহী কিংস আজ সন্ধ্যা 7টায়।
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট, 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি।
No money for music. এখন গান শোনো কোনো ডেটা চার্জ ছাড়া। Yonder Music exclusively Robi এবং Airtel userদের জন্য। Download the #1 music app now.
একটু তাড়াতাড়ি করে।
জি স্যার।
পেমেন্ট বিকাশ করলে দুটো লাভ। 1, ক্যাশ দিয়ে ঝামেলা নেই, আর 2, কেনাকাটা হবে স্মার্টলি। তার মানে ক্যাশের চেয়ে বিকাশ ভালো।
ফলো মি।
তুই শিওর তো এখানেই রাজবাড়ি?
উত্তর দিকে 56 হাত।
এই তো রাজবাড়ি। আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই।
দেখি সার্ভিসটা। তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি।
আমার হাতে দেশের 1 নম্বর নেটওয়ার্ক।
গ্রামীণ ফোন।
স্যার লুজ প্লিজ।
এমন ঝড়ের গতিতে সব লিখে ফেলতে ম্যাটাডোর বল পেন। এতে আছে জার্মান হাইফ্লো ইঙ্ক, লেখাকে করে সুপার ডুপার ফাস্ট। ফাস্ট এন্ড ফাস্ট।
একটু হিসেব করে চলতে হয়।
পিক আওয়ার সিন তো,
সকালে এটা, দুপুরে এটা, রাতে এটা, কখন যে কোনটা অন থাকে আসলে একটু হিসেব।
বাংলা লিংকে ফিরলে এত হিসাব করতে হয় না।
বন্ধু বাংলা লিংক সংযোগ চালু করলেই টানা 3 মাস আধা পয়সায় কথা বলুন মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে, আর সাথে আছে 10 জিবি পর্যন্ত ইন্টারনেট বোনাস। বাংলা লিংক।
No জোর জবরদস্তি, only ultra gliding cool shaving foam, the real smooth experience। প্রতি শেভেই cool, real man কখনো জোর খাটায় না।
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট, 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি।
বাইরে দেওয়ালের উপর ধুলো টিকতেই দেয় না। এপেক্স আল্টিমা।
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট, 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি।
খেলা 100 হোক না হোক, আমাদের বাড়ি কিন্তু 100 হবে।
ঠিক তাই, ফ্লাই অ্যাশবিহীন আকিশ সিমেন্ট স্থাপনাকে দেয় 100 বছরের অধিক স্থায়িত্বের নিশ্চয়তা।
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট, 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি। বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক এয়ারটেলে ফিরে আসলেই 20 জিবি বোনাস। এয়ারটেল।
No money for music. এখন গান শোনো কোনো ডেটা চার্জ ছাড়া। Yonder Music, exclusively Robi এবং Airtel userদের জন্য। Download the #1 music app now.
This is sunshine smile, makes me feel this way. When I can't see through, when I'm feeling blue.
You're a real beauty. Auto F5. Capture the real you.
একটু হিসেব করে চলতে হয়। পিক আওয়ার সিন তো সকালে এটা, দুপুরে এটা, রাতে এটা, কখন যে কোনটা অন থাকে আসলে একটু হিসেব।
বাংলা লিংকে ফিরলে এত হিসাব করতে হয় না।
বন্ধু বাংলা লিংক সংযোগ চালু করলেই টানা 3 মাস আধা পয়সায় কথা বলুন মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে, আর সাথে আছে 10 জিবি পর্যন্ত ইন্টারনেট বোনাস। বাংলা লিংক।
Welcome back. This is Chittagong Vikings versus the Comilla Victorians. The match of the AK's BPL 2017 powered by Shah Simon. Match number 5. This is what's transpired in the Chittagong Vikings innings. They were looking for a big score. The way they started off, 40 for Ronki, 38 for Shoma Sharkar, Mura Warrior 21. But after that, the bowlers got into the fray and restricted them to 143 for 7. The bowling has been absolutely marvellous. They came in for a bit of kosh earlier. You can see Arafat Sani going at 9.5, but after that, Alamin Hussain, particularly Mohammad Saifuddin, once he came in to bowl for the first time in the 9th over, really slowed it down and took the crucial wickets. Teams out there, the Comilla Victorians need 144 runs at 7.2 runs per over, and it should be an interesting match. The sun's still beating down, the wicket very true, and if they're sensible about their approach, Liton Kumar Das needs to ensure that he gives the team a good solid start. Now they don't have that problem of scoreboard pressure, so they can easily pace their runs. They need to win this, a crucial match for the Comilla team, having lost the first one to the Sylhet Sixers. This partner, Josh Butler, can be very explosive, as you can see from his strike rate, 146.5, and a lot of runs under his belt in his 20-over career. Kamrul Islam, interestingly, the slow left-arm bowler, has been the trend. We've seen after winning the toss, the captains deciding to bowl first, and whenever it's come for his bowling, tend to start off with the spinner. And that's been the case. 15 wickets in his kitty so far in his BPL career. That's the feel for him. We'll let you know for the left-handed bowler, orthodox left arm, and he's just thinking of putting a slip in for the right-handed batsman. Liton Dash, slip and fine leg. Closing fielders. All the best to Tuscan, of course, their favourite, and they know they're on the big screen. Immediately respond. Very jovial crowd here at Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. Absolutely marvellous. Here we go. First ball again. That's the way to go about it. I think, as I mentioned, no need to hurry. They won't be under any pressure initially. Just get the feel of things. Get to see what the wicket might offer as a batsman to you. And if it's down the leg side, you should take more opportunity than that. Chance of putting it away. Got a single to open his account and the innings. Well, comes little dance with DJ. We've got Gautam Bhimani back in the commentary box.
Yeah, quite a character he is. What characters in the stands as well. The Comilla Victorians Tiger is out there, and certainly he'll be roaring much more than that of the Chittagong Vikings, who have their work cut out. Defend this relatively small total. In the context of what happened on day one, maybe it's an acceptable total, but when you're on target for 200, it's...
Butler's strike rate as opener is 160. Bits and pieces of information that our statsman Mazhar gives us, and that enriches the commentary, and we appreciate that. Thank you, GTV. Everyone loves Sylhet. I love Sylhet. It's been fabulous.
My first time, and it's been a great experience. not just the ground itself, but going around the city, tea gardens, the mountain area.
Use of the feet. Now, if he has to live up to his 160 strike rate as an opening batsman, he's got to take a few chances. He seemed to be looking at that, just making that shimmy, but had to adjust. Good bowling, good adjustment from the bowler.
Yeah, he's often more a stand and deliver kind of batsman. Likes the ball to come on to him and dispatches it to all parts. Has to readjust when you have spinners opening the bowling. Good move from